Yeah, I'm like, oh, maybe I should actually get ready today. It's because I went and worked out at 6 a.m. I did a PIO live class. And so after that, I was like, oh my gosh, I have time to work. I have time to get dressed and do all this stuff. I just felt so productive when I did. So I'm like, I got to do 6 a.m. again. I just kind of got off and stopped doing the early stuff, you know?
I have yet to get on track doing the early stuff.
That's all right.
I want to. Like, the desire is there.
Yeah, you still get it.
Because I know, like, you get so much done before lunchtime. It's just like I can never get my butt in the bed early enough to be able to get up. So 7:30 is usually 7:30
is when you get it done.
That's when I get up with the kids.
And do you have any kids in school? I can't remember how. Okay, so
mine are 4 and 2.
Yeah, they're not quite there yet. I'm trying to find. I owe you guys a PIO challenge pack, and I can't find it. I mean, I trying to find in the Team Chic group, like, anyway, I'll do that later. Let's just get started, and hopefully I'm going to text at least Jill. I mean, come on, my sister needs to at least support me. Okay, so did you guys see the big thing about big announcement? I'm very excited about the retreat.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. Did you have any questions about how that all works?
Do you want to do my work for me so I can become a diamond?
No, you got to do it yourself. But you're off to an awesome start. Like, you are. I'm excited to see you. So you'll get there. The desire is there, Michelle, and the belief is there, and that's what you need, is just a belief in yourself and, like, strong desire.
Yes.
So you got this. Okay, well, I have an agenda here. Okay, is that you, Michelle?
I just muted myself. I'm going to mute myself.
Okay, I'm just going to share a couple announcements, and then we'll get started. So the one is, about our September group. So, let's see. So, you know how I talked about at the last meeting, I talked about, kind of combining all our groups into one, which I'm so excited about because I post in like 3 groups right now and it's getting obnoxious. So I want to do, so what I'm going to do is so this is what's coming up. Starting on the 31st, we're going to be doing a free group. I haven't decided what it is. The one that I would like to do, but I'd like to get your input, is I really want to do the Miracle Morning group because I loved the 5 a.m. group. That was really fun, and it helped me a lot too. So I thought this one we could call it a different name and just call it the Miracle Morning Group, and we would just do the SAVERS acronym from that book. Have you read it, Megan?
Yes, and we did the group before, and I had several, like, I remember me being a negative Nancy and being like, ain't nobody gonna do this, and I had so many people join in. Right. And I mean, yeah, they might not have woke up early every single day, but they were very interactive in the group.
Yeah, and I just love, like, I feel so good when I do the Miracle Morning. I feel amazing. Like, when I did that in June, I had my best month ever. I'm like, I got to do this again. So I'd love to do that again just because I think it would be good for all of us. And
I was going to ask you if you wanted to do a free group because I feel like it will give me, I don't know, the opportunity to reach out to more people because I hadn't done one. We hadn't done one in 2 months.
Yeah, we did one did we not do one in July?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, and then we skipped August. Summer was madness. I know, I feel like we need it to, like, our audience and stuff. So, so I'm going to be hosting the Miracle Morning. We can all do that together. Like last time we had a document and we all took turns deciding what to post, and that worked out really well. So let's do that again, because that's already, all the work's already been done. We can just decide who does the post.
Right.
Michelle, I know you just started it. Did you do the Eat Clean group?
Yes, we are in the Eat Clean group right now, which I have been failing as far as doing it with them. But I've been encouraging. I've been talking to them every day, and I would love to do the Miracle Morning because I've been getting up at 5 every morning. So I really think that could be cool.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you're
Michelle, that's a really good book to invest in too.
I'm going to get it tonight.
It's really good.
Amazing. I bought the audio, but I almost want the book just so I can kind of refer to it in my mornings, you know? But Michelle, so yeah, I'm impressed because some of the newer coaches decided to do a quick Eat Clean group this week. So yeah, if you want to hop on the Miracle Morning that will start next week, that'd be great. So I'm going to post about that probably either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Maybe a couple of those days. So let's plan on that. You guys like the name of the Miracle Morning group? Okay.
Yes.
And then, so that's going to start on Monday. So that's kind of where I'll be putting my focus on Monday. Then on Tuesday, I thought that's September 1st, which is like such a great day to start something. So that's when I'm saying my next challenge group starts. And I am going to be taking all of my old challengers and I'm just putting everyone in that group. I've got some new people that have bought challenge packs that'll be in that group. And then I'll be kind of, holding their hand, but I'm going to be basically combining all the challenges I've ever had and putting them in that group. And so what I'm recommending that all of us do as coaches is sort of, if you've been a coach for a while, make your own group with all your own customers and then add a couple to there. And then we can do a prep week like we talked about. I love the idea of still doing a prep week. And then have some of our, and then just, you can do your prep week. And then it's like, hopefully it'll become a community where everyone just helps each other. And of course, we'll be posting there too. But I'm just so excited to condense it all into one. So be thinking of names you want to do. Here's what I've thought of, and I'd love your feedback on it. So I thought for my my free group. So what I'm going to do for my free group is, well, here's the trick. Yeah, this is a little tricky. So what I wanted to do was I want to call my free group called Get Your Sexy Back. And this will be because one of the books that I read is called Tribes. And one of the things that I think that we need to do individually is sort of like creating a tribe. To become a leader, you're creating a tribe. You're creating people that are like-minded, that think like you, that connect with you. And so I wanted to build a tribe. So I thought about that would be the name for my group, my eternal group. And then who's on the phone with us? Who's the caller on the phone? Okay. So for the free group, I was just going to call it, Get Your Sexy Back. And that way I can, because I love to talk about fashion and makeup here and there. So that way I can throw that in there too. It kind of encompasses all of that. And and then I'm just going to make it an eternal free group where each month we focus on a new thing like the Miracle Morning, or we'll focus on eating clean or whatever. But that way I'll be building this community, and hopefully that community will move over to my paid challenge group community. So that one I'm thinking of calling it Forever Fit and Fab. And that'll be I thought that kind of went with my branding. And so be thinking of names that you want to call your free group, your eternal free group, and your eternal challenge group that kind of fit your brand, that fit, your mission and your passion and that kind of thing. So like Michelle, you were talking about plus size, focusing on that. So that would be an awesome name for either your free group or your challenge group, and just being, plus size fit girls or whatever.
Yeah.
So I guess here's the question that I would, what do you guys think of those names, first of all, for my team? And then if you have any, please feel free to share some you're thinking of for yours. But do you like those for mine?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I wanted to make my free group have a name that kind of appeals to people that are like, oh, get your sexy back. Like, I need that. And like for yours, Michelle, maybe it's like plus size fit girls. Like, you're going to have friends see that, like you'll have friends of friends that'll see their friends and that, oh, I want to be in that group. So something kind of general that has sort of like a name that sort of shares the mission or the purpose of that group, you know? It could even be just like a fit club or, you know, like I saw another coach. She did this for her challenge group. She just called it her team name Fit Club. So I was like, Inspiration Fit Club. So you could do something like that with your challenge. But what I guess the part that is a little tricky, because I know a lot of newer coaches are going to kind of want to do free groups with me, which is totally fine. But do you think it'll be confusing if I have a free group called Get Your Sexy Back, and then we start our Miracle Morning group there, and it's, you know what I mean? Like the name will be Get Your Sexy Back, but then we're starting Miracle Morning. Or do you think I should kind of wait? I don't know. That's where I get a little confused.
I see what you're saying, though. If you're making a post about it, for example, you'd be like, you know, come join me in my fitness group or whatever. Where this I don't know, this round we're focusing on Miracle Morning. And if you just make note that it's in my group each time, I think it isn't going to get all weird.
Yeah, that's true. I can be like, hey, I just started a Get Your Sexy Back group. This month we're going to focus on da-da-da. Or vice versa.
Yeah.
This month.
Right. And if you say
in my Get Your Sexy Back group.
Right. And if you're saying this month or this time, that also gives the reference that it's repetitive, that you're going to be back next month with more. You're coming back with a different challenge. So I like that.
Okay, cool. All right. Thanks. That's what you guys are here for. I love bouncing ideas. Okay.
Because, I mean, if they're not into the Miracle Morning thing, then they can check back in later to see what you're doing next time.
Right. And I even thought about doing just a post on just my free group. Like, hey, guys, I'm starting a free group that is going to where I'm going to be adding value. We're going to be doing different challenges each month. It's free. I'd love to have you. So that's something that we could all do as well when we start that free group. Anyway. So do you guys have did you want to bounce any ideas off me, or are you not quite there yet?
Were you still thinking about, or did you just, earlier when we were messaging, did you just throw out the idea for the back to school group, or is that something you were considering doing too?
I think that was just an idea for you, because I know a lot of moms right now are, and
I agree.
And you what?
And I agree. I agree. I've already made the graphic for it. I'm going to post about it tomorrow.
Sweet. And
we'll just see. At this point, I'm just ready to see if I get any feedback.
Right. I know, right? Well, and sometimes that's the thing. Like, so just so you understand, Michelle, Megan and I are on the same team cup. And so, you know, she only needs like 2 more points to hit Success Club. And so we were brainstorming ideas, and I said, maybe you should do a back to school, back to you group. And sometimes I think that's important that you do that with your team. Like, is sometimes you might have to be like, okay, this isn't working. Like promoting size or promoting whatever is not working. I got to try something different. I know I've done that before, where like the 3-day refresh, I tried to push that for a couple weeks, and I was like, this isn't working. Like my audience, you just never know what your audience is going to, what's going to appeal to them and what's not. And so that's why I was telling Megan, I'm like, maybe you should just try this for this last week of August.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes. Who is it?
Yes.
This is Janine. I'm so sorry. I never had to put my car phone on mute, and then I did it, and then I didn't know how to take it off again. Now I figured it out.
That's okay. Wait, who is it?
It's Janine. Stephanie's she's my coach, whatever that I signed up under.
Oh, okay.
Stephanie Hyatt.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Do you have a question?
Nope. I'm just gonna listen, just so you guys know that I'm here.
Hey, cool. We'll make sure to continue to include you.
Okay. Bye.
So yeah. So Megan's gonna do her own little back to school, back to you group. I'm sure there'll be more that in the team that probably want to do it with you. And that was actually the group I was thinking of starting in September. But since Megan needs those points now, I think it might be really effective to do it now. So, yeah, that was kind of why I mentioned that. And I still might do that group in September with our team. But anyway, I think for you, it'd be a good choice now.
I'm just going to push it right now to see what happens. And I actually had a girl ask me today if I knew if 21 Day Fix was going on sale again, that she had ordered size, just the DVDs. And she said that she was interested in 21 Day Fix if I knew it was going to go on sale. So I'm sure it will, but I won't know September's promos till the 1st of September. I'll let you know. So I've come up with this idea today. Make sure I'm correct, though. If she has only ordered DVDs, if she orders the 21 Day Fix Challenge Pack, I will get SC points for that.
Yes, you will.
So I'm thinking about offering her an incentive to order it now before the end of August so that I can have those points.
Yeah. That's
like telling her that I will straight up PayPal her the $20 off so that she can have it for sale price.
I was just thinking that too. I'm just be girl, you missed the sale, but this is an amazing program. I don't want you to miss it. I will hook you up with that. I'll take $20 off and yeah.
Right. I'm going to try. We'll see if she'll take the bait on it.
Yeah, that's smart. Okay, so yeah, because I don't know what my plan was to do a challenge group based, do the back to school, back to you for September. But that I sometimes change my mind, so I'm not guaranteeing that because I also want to see what challenge packs are on sale. And I'm considering also doing a happiness one anyway, but I will most likely, there's a 80% chance I'll do the back to school, back to you for September, just FYI. Okay, I wanted to talk to you guys really quick about the pies checklist that I don't know if you guys saw the video, but I'm going to share my screen with you. I know Michelle started using it. This has been helping me so much this week. I feel so focused and productive this week.
Me too.
I know. It's
okay, well,
it's pretty.
Y'all got to help me out here then because I'm missing something.
Okay, so you see my screen, Megan?
Yeah, I saw it. I saw you post about it.
Okay.
But yeah.
But yeah, I know it can be confusing, so I thought I'd talk about it tonight. So here you can see exactly what I've been working on, and there's a couple I need to fill in. So this is all the stuff I've done this week, and then you can see Michelle. I'm going to click on her tab. So right here at the bottom, you can see where people's tabs are. So you can see here, Michelle's been rocking it too this week.
Gotcha. I missed the tab part. Awesome. Yeah. Thank you. That makes sense now.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool because we can see I think it's going to be helpful for all of us as a team. I can see, where there's gaps where you can see where there's gaps, where you can be improving and oh, maybe I need to follow up with a couple more people. So anyway, here's a sample one. But just type your name. I tried to type your name here, your name here, your name here. So you're going to go in and just type your name here, Megan. And then, in fact, I'm going to do it for you. Megan. Right.
She's going to make sure I'm doing it now.
Yeah, that's right. So there's Megan's right there. So you go through and it says new people, add new people. Here's 3 new people to add for Thursday. Add value to a group. If you're in any, like photography groups or whatever. Add value meaning compliment or comment on people's posts. Private conversations that you're starting where you're forming people. Inviting people, 3 people each day. Following up with 5 people each day. Presenting the business. Signing up coaches. This has actually really helped me to actually write it down. Has helped me, number 1, stay focused because it's so easy on Facebook to get distracted. And number 2, I'm like, oh, like I'm remembering people that I sometimes forget. Like sometimes it just, you know, you kind of have your list and you forget. So it's kind of cool because I'm like, oh, I've been working with her. And I can look on Monday and be like, oh yeah, I got to follow up with that chick. She never responded. So I just really like it. And it's been so helpful. I feel so productive this week. And then I can also where I'm just like, I'm not, you know, where I'm like, crap, I got to do that. So, and I'm going to make this a team contest. Maybe we'll start it in September since everyone's just getting used to it. So in September, we'll start it, and it'll be, you get points for each of these. So you can see 2 points for every invite, 2 points for every follow-up, 3 points for every. And so each week I'll be shouting out the person with the top points, and then the person with the most points in our team will get their coach fee waived that month. Like I'll just PayPal you the money. So I wanted to mention that because it's been really helping me this week. And Michelle too. It's been helping you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and this is something we are training our new coaches on too. So I'm really excited because it's just very helpful. Okay. Now, stop share. Okay, let's do this. I think that was all the announcements I wanted to share with you guys. So let's start with our personal development. Since it's the last week, the last Wednesday of the month, let's chat about personal development. I wanted to share, well, I'll go later because I've been talking too much. So one of you, do you want to share what you've been reading lately, Michelle?
Yeah, I've actually been watching the videos from Team Inspiration, how they have the training. Mm-hmm. Micah has that training site. Uh-huh. So my personal development has actually been from that. I'm doing the Emerald training right now, and any videos that you post, I'm watching and like making sure, like the whole 6-day diamond thing, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. Oh, that makes sense. But I am going to get Miracle Morning since we're going to do that group, and that's going to be my start, probably tomorrow.
Cool. So, okay, how are you liking the, how are you liking Micah's training versus our training? Because we kind of did it a little different, and I want to make ours as effective as possible. So if there's anywhere you think we can improve, or, you know, let me know your thoughts.
I will. Yeah, I like it. And it's most of the time it's stuff that I already know, but it's being reintroduced. Like, oh yeah, I remember to do that. But yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, if I see anything that I'm like, oh, I didn't learn that in Kelly's group, I'll let you know.
Yeah, that'd be great because we don't want to miss anything either. And how do you like that site? Because sometimes I get a little overwhelmed because there's like so many. It's like scroll down, mm-hmm. Like you can scroll down forever and there's like a billion.
Yeah. It's I'm pretty computer savvy, so I just kind of search through.
Okay, because we have it's called ourcoachtraining.com. Have you been to that yet, Michelle?
No.
Okay, it has like the checklists, but you've pretty much already learned it because you went through the coach training, but we have like little checklists of basically what you already learned. And okay. So you'll have to check that out and see, you know, if there's any way we can improve it compared to like Micah's and add to it, you know what I mean? So
yeah.
Okay. What about you, Megan? What have you been reading lately?
Okay, so I'm actually still in the same book as I was on last time because I had found myself stopping and like delving into certain aspects of it and just really taking it slower than I normally do. And So I'm still on You're Made for a God-Sized Dream. And last time, I told you how much I was enjoying reading her talking about fear and facing your fears. Well, this time I actually thought about you. You remember you made your post about having courage to talk to that girl on Instagram? Yeah.
Who are you talking to?
Kelly.
Yeah.
So like there was a section where she talked about courage and just, agreeing to take on your dream and fight for it no matter what. And just, a lot of people just don't really have the courage to make that first step because they just automatically assume it's out of their reach.
Mm-hmm.
And she talks about reaching for it and just taking the steps forward. And like I said last time, I don't know if Michelle was on there, this book also is my spiritual development right now. So it's spiritual and physical. Okay. So she talks about how God doesn't have a plan B for you. And I thought about Kelly again because you gave up the photography and you said, this is it, nothing else, And so it talks about how he doesn't have a plan B for you. Your dream is your dream, nobody else's. And if you don't go for it, who else is going to go for it? And then at the end, because I'm at the end now, she shares a whole lot of different stories from different dreamers, not people she's read about online. It's actual legit people that she knows. And they're all different kinds of stories. So there's something that anybody on the planet can relate to. So I enjoyed reading those. And when she talked about them, she even talked about how they didn't want to face their dream, or they thought it was impossible for them to go out and open an orphanage or go out and expand their photography business or, whatever. And so that was really cool. And so now I'm in the last chapter and it talks about commissioning you to go for what you're called to do. So when I finish up this, I'm not sure if I want to go back and finish Leaders Eat Last because I was reading that. And then I ran across this and was so excited I just kind of jumped into this one. So I might go back and finish Leaders Eat Last. I don't know. You can't ever tell.
I'm the same way. I read a lot of half books.
I didn't even get to the Monday morning wake-up call. I missed it. So I listened to it today on the podcast. So I slowly get things done, but they get done.
Good. That sounds like a good book.
I loved it. I seriously recommend it to anybody because the way she does it, it doesn't really focus on one particular job. Mm-hmm. So you can make it applicable to whatever you're doing in life.
Nice. That's cool.
I've enjoyed it better than anything else I've read, put it that way.
It's in your top 5?
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. I'll put it on my list. And then Johnny, is that how you say it? Are you there? Are you on the phone, girlfriend?
Yes, sorry, I'm still trying to figure out this dumb car thing. Have I been reading anything? No, I have not. It's been horrible.
That's okay.
I at the beginning, I read the Go for No.
Okay.
I thought that was really cool. I loved that book a lot. Yeah. And the whole message of turning no as positive than how we think of it as a negative. And so I've been trying to stick with that as much as I can. Other than that, I haven't read anything lately, in the past 3 weeks.
Hey, girlfriend.
So,
if it helps, I would say do audio, because I have a really hard time reading books, but audio I can rock out, when I am cooking or driving or, So
yes, and that's what I think I've got to do that because I have to drive, all the time. My kids are around everywhere, and so I think I'm going to have to start doing audio.
Yeah, you can get, I think the first 30 days of Audible are free. You can also get library books, audio library books for free usually. So there's there's definitely some options there. I love Audible.
Yeah.
Audible.
Yeah, that's my thinking. I think that's what I'm going to do. I've got to pick it all back up. I've kind of slacked off the last couple weeks, so.
Okay, cool. I think September, everyone's going to be like, we're going to get organized. Summer's over, no more vacations, getting our kids in school. Like, it's game on time. So I'm excited for September. Okay, well, I'm going to share the book that I was going to share another book, but I could not find it for the life of me. I think one of my kids stole it. It's Happiness Advantage, but I'll show that next time. Because I usually am reading a book and listening to a book. So the one I'm listening to is called Tribes, and it's by Seth Godin. He's the author of The Purple Cow, which is an awesome book, but I don't think it's necessary for Beachbody. So I wanted to share some of the things he shares in his. The reason I listened to this book is because I was listening to Amy Silverman's video called The Best of the West. I don't know if any of you guys saw it, but it was like, I love just listening to Amy. She's like has such a unique perspective. And one of the things she talked about was that was when she talked about creating your own group, and, because you're trying to build a community and a tribe. And so she recommended this, or she talks about this book. And so I was like, hey, I got to check this out. And, so I'll just share some of the notes I took. Sometimes I hate it when I'm driving because I can't take notes. I'm like, oh, that's a good thought. I want to write it down, but I'm driving. So yeah. Anyway, but one of the things that Seth Godin said was, the market is a lot less impressed by average stuff for average people. And so I guess what I learned from that is that is to embrace your weirdness. You know what I mean? Like, stay weird. and don't be afraid to be you on social media. Because I think one of the biggest fears that we have is like, we don't want people to unfollow us or to not like us. But I think that we can be more, we're gonna, no matter what, we're gonna have people that don't like us or that don't unfollow us. I mean, that do unfollow us. But we're gonna have more people that are inspired by us. So you might have like 5 people unfriend you, but you're gonna have hundreds of people say how inspiring you are. I'm sure that you've already had people messaging you and being like, oh my gosh, I love your posts, you're so inspiring. And so it's really like, just being yourself and embracing your weirdness is going to help you. I just think it's going to attract the right kind of people, your kind of people, the people that are like you. And they're going to be your true fans, and they're going to eventually become customers and even eventually become coaches because they love who you are and the community you've created. So I have like a smoker's voice because I'm kind of sick. So one of the things he mentioned is that with a tribe, and so I was thinking of my free group and my forever challenge group. He says that you must have a passionate mission, not just a common goal. And I really liked that. When you have a passionate mission, and whatever that is, maybe it's like, like Carl Deichler's mission is, let's stop obesity. Like, let's stop this. That's his mission. And he tries to get all of us coaches in on it. And it's such an awesome mission. And when you have something like that, your people are going to naturally want to be part of that. Let's see, what else did he say? He said, great leaders don't try to please everyone just to make the tribe bigger. And it made me think of, there's a quote that says, you can be the ripest, juiciest peach in the world, but there's still going to be people who don't like peaches. And I love that quote because it's just true. There's just always going to be someone that doesn't connect with you. And they might sign up with a different coach, and they might, switch coaches or whatever. And that's okay, because you want to find your kind of people. So one of the quotes that I wrote down that he said is, almost all the growth that's available to you exists when you aren't like most people. He said, are not like most people. When you work hard to appeal to folks who aren't most people. So, meaning that, like, I mean, I feel like this even applies to, like, my daughter in junior high. If you have the courage to be yourself, you're going to appeal to people. That's when the growth comes, is people are going to be drawn to you because they like who you are. I was thinking of, there's a sign in Oregon. Someone posted on Instagram. I haven't seen it, but it said, "Keep Oregon weird." And I was like, that's so funny. And I think that's, that's what Oregon tries to, like, they try to play off that, like, we're weird, and so it attracts, like, unique people there. And that's what I guess I'm getting from this, is, like, embrace that weirdness and just try to really think about what you're passionate about, what you want your mission to be, what you want your tribe to be like. And he said that there is no risk-free way to do this, like, and I think that's with any of your goals and dreams. Like, there's no risk-free way to do it. You're going to fall on your butt, and then you just get back up and keep going. So I was going to share one thing that I did this week that was kind of fun, was I made a list of what I want my tribe to be like. And I was thinking about, like, like our diamond retreat so I was planning a retreat before Micah started planning one. And so I was like, hey, what do we want to do? Like, and what would be fun for Team Chic? And when I was thinking about that, and hopefully someday you guys will be having retreats of your own for your diamonds, be thinking of, like, what would your diamonds want to do? What kind of people are they going to be like? So I made a list. Where is it? Just of my ideal coach, and it's huge now. But I just started off, by saying, I tried to get really specific. Like, for example, like, they enjoy girls' night outs, and they love to be pampered and spoiled. So of course we're gonna make our retreat where they get pampered and spoiled. And I said, like, they love food, so we're gonna have food at our retreat. They are passionate. They're down to earth. They love God. They like to travel. They're funny. They're girl bosses. They like to dance. They love to shop. That kind of thing. So anyway, my list is, like, getting large. And every time I think of something, I'm like, oh, I want to make sure that that my ideal coach is like this. And I'll add more qualities. My kids are pounding on my window outside. That's awesome. And making faces. It's my 3-year-old. Who knows? Who knows if my husband's even watching him? But yeah. And the funny thing is that some of these things very much describe the people, you guys. They've so much described many of my coaches. And they also describe myself as well, because you attract who you are. So, so it's just been good for me to really get really specific about my ideal coach, because now when I post, I'm like, how sometimes you're like, oh, should I share that? Oh, that's kind of weird. Or, like, they might think I'm weird if I share that. I'm like, I don't care, because my ideal coach would freaking love this post about makeup or this joke or this, you know what I mean? So it's kind of makes me feel like a little more free in being myself and posting about certain things, because I'm like, the people that unfollow me, if they unfollow me because of this post, then they're not my people, they're not my tribe. So it's been interesting to really think about this as we're trying to, we're deciding to, like, create our free group and our challenge group, and then, this retreat and all that. It's just been on my mind. So this has been a really cool book to read. I'm still listening to it, so I'm not done. But so anyway, loved those thoughts, and they've just helped me with, like, my posting and just knowing what I'm looking for. So any questions or thoughts?
That sounds like a good read.
Yeah, it's funny though. Seth is funny in his like he's the author and he reads it, and sometimes I'm like, it just seems a little random. Like some of his chapters are like a little random. I'm like, this is interesting. It's not like some of the other authors I've been listening to, but overall, I've been enjoying it because it's been on my mind, and so. Anyway, well, do you guys have any other questions before we wrap it up? Anything you want to chat about with coaching or whatever? You good? All right, cool. Well, I appreciate you guys taking time out of your night to talk to me. And Johnny, get on reading those books so that next month you can share some with us. Same with you, Michelle.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
Hey, well, at least
Thank
you
you.
What? What did you say, Megan?
I said at least she was brave enough to join in. All the other ones chickened out because they know they hadn't been doing personal development.
Oh, snap. Somebody called it.
Now we'll see who watches the video all the way to the end and here's that comment. And then it's like, no, Megan, I've been reading this. So it's on. I'm waiting for your Facebook comments on this video.
I know, right? That's awesome. Hang on. I'm going to get, oh, wow. Okay. All right. Well, have a good night. And yeah, now we're going to know. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait to post the recording.
Yes.
Okay, have a good week, and let's rock it out this last week.
Yeah. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.